Hola YouTube, how's it going? I hope you're well. I am doing very good. This is a great day. I am so excited. Welcome back to Growing Gringa. I'm a Canadian citizen, moved to Costa Rica 2 years ago, and this channel is basically about me trying to figure out how to do that. Today is an amazing day. I am so excited. I've got a guy here and he's going to be cutting some boards. There's a tree laying down on the ground and it's been there ever since we got here a year ago, and I am so excited to get it out of the laneway, for one, so we can actually take our car all the way down the laneway to the river that crosses our property, and for two, so I can get wood out of it so we can build some furniture, or you know, a picnic table, an outdoor kitchen, all kinds of stuff. So this is going to be a great day, and actually I think it's going to be 2 days of work. It's probably going to be a week of work for me, having to stack it and everything, so it's going to be crazy. Let's go. Are you excited about this, Olive? Huh? Are they working? They're doing a good job? What do you think? Checking everything out? You gotta put ear protection on. He's having trouble getting the saw started. They braked for the typical 9 a.m. breakfast and coffee, and now he's restarting the machine and it's not starting. Just as I was saying, like, I was asking him if he has insurance. There we go. I was asking him if he had insurance, because the way that they're moving this huge log around, it looks unstable and everything, but he assured me that yes, he does have insurance. He's been doing this for a long time, and it's safe. I'm just really nervous. And then now he's having trouble getting this saw started back up, and I just really pray that this day goes well and safely. The most important thing is everybody's safety. Don't need a log rolling on anyone. So here is a bit of what we got. So these are actually 4x4s, but I guess it's called a dimensional 4x4, because normally if it were going to the sawmill, you'd lose a bit more. It would be sliced off a bit more, so a 4x4 is actually smaller than a 4x4, which is something I learned. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's another one there, 6. I think that one over there is better for 2x4s. Make 2x4s there. You know, this is all done by hand, but you can see variation in the colors of wood. This one is, you know, they're not perfect. It's a portable sawmill, but I am super excited. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but that's next time. Oh, that just moved. Oh, that's a lot of weight. And mango, it's a mango tree, and they're not like a really strong wood. Those branches are not strong. So I got another tree over here that's been on the ground for a year, and I've asked him to take a peek at it, see if it's still good.
Está podrido.
So I knew this part was rotten, obviously, but I was hoping that I had chopped a little test here, and I was hoping from like that way up would be okay, but they both insisted that no, it's just too wet on the inside there. I think honestly this will be a good piece for me to maybe try and experiment with, like to learn. Then I could maybe try and cut something, because as far as I'm concerned, this can be used for a lot of things if it's not completely rotten. Like if it just has a hole in the middle, then you've still got 2 sections. Oh my God, that went in the opposite direction than what he said. Oh my God, it took down a palm tree. Oh no. I'm not gonna cry. This is the one I wanted. And there's my palm tree. Damn it. So day 2, harvesting wood to build a cabin, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm super happy to have the boards, but cutting the tree down is painful. So this one here, it's gonna open up the view a little bit more, but I just want him to do it safely, and I don't want it to fall in the wrong direction. I think it's gonna come kind of towards us this way, diagonally. And the cows are like right there. Hopefully they stay over there for now. Wow, I can see the moon right above it, like right there. I'm seeing it like, well, it's probably close to 11 o'clock already. And last night the moon was like upside down. Okay, here it comes. Oh my gosh. Oh, bloody hell. Just killed that other one. I like things, I know, like, I'm probably a bit of a control freak. I like to do things my way, and I'm very particular about how things get done, but obviously there's a lot of stuff I can't do. Can't cut a tree, and I mean, well, look at it. So what? It's like 30 meters or something? Not that much. Probably. Landed on my lemon tree here. Just barely. Kind of took out a little branch of there. So this morning, I think like my face is the same color as my tank top. So this morning they finished up the log from the end of the day yesterday, and you know, I understand, like, I just want to make sure we don't waste anything, and we can't do it my way, but I think I am going to just like be a little bit more like demanding on, hey, why can't we use this or use that? Because I think like the top upper branches of the tree are, you know, I guess in a lumberjack standpoint, not as valuable because they're smaller. So if the tree branch is only 5 inches thick, for me that's, you know, a beam. But maybe with the sawing it's harder to cut it, and it's harder to manipulate such a small piece. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna try and be a little bit more demanding and say, hey, like, I want to use this and this, because it's not only that you're not getting to use all of what you have, you're also making a mess on the ground in the field, and then I'm gonna have to come and chop up those bits, or most people would just let them rot there, but I mean, it makes it really hard to walk in the field. The cows end up not eating around the piles of branches, and then it just gets all weedy, and it just makes a huge mess. So that's why I said the other day, like, maybe 2 days of work for him is going to be like 2 weeks of work for me, I think. But yeah, I'm not going to be a control freak. I just need to go have some water and let them do their thing for a bit. Obviously, there is a lot of waste, but I'm going to try my darndest to respect it and use it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, he's probably not interested in doing it because it's all broken off, it's something, but I mean, I could still get boards out of that. Like, that's still, 12, almost 12 inches wide, but it just wouldn't go very long. But I can definitely do a creative project, hopefully, and all of this beautiful, beautiful sawdust, super fine, is going either in the chicken coop or as mulch. So today we're taking down that one right there. Hopefully it's gonna go okay, and I've asked him to be really careful to not take out that, where are we? That big shade tree behind us, which is also a really important hardwood. So he's also been having problems with the machine, saying that like the temperatures are just too hot, and it makes it difficult for the machine to get started. He looks like he's having an issue with it. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm just kind of starting to feel a little bit frustrated, feeling like I have to just be assertive, but in a nice way. And that's not really something, I think when I try to be assertive, like I'm so shy, or I'm nervous about being assertive, so it just comes out really kind of mean. So here we go. Just looking for Louise. So when I was cutting a tree recently, I think it was like a dying orange tree. What he's doing there is basically, I don't have the right terminology for it. I call it a pie cut. You have your base cut and then the angle cut. So you take out that chunk. Some people on Facebook taught me and gave me appropriate terms, but I don't remember now. So he's doing the little pie cut thing, and like I said, I just wanted to make sure he does it in the proper direction so it goes exactly where I want it to go. I'm not going to accept any more laziness. When you do your work for 30 years, sometimes maybe he just wants to get it done, but that's, as the landowner, that's not the same, or as any customer, that's, we don't take the same attitude. We deserve or demand a little bit more, and that's fine. He looks like he didn't get the pie cut out. I don't know. No. I really pray that this goes safely. He's not doing a back cut. Okay, here we go. It's probably only gonna take a minute, and then she's gonna be down. I don't know where the dogs are, but I'm pretty sure they're not over here. There it goes. Oh my god, that is absolutely huge. crikeys. It just like sounded like it split in half. Bloody hell, I hate this. I'm really sad. I'm really sad about those trees, man. And if anyone starts bitching in your comments that you shouldn't be cutting trees, well, where do you think your furniture came from? I understand that. And a lot of people are going to say in Costa Rica, you're not allowed to do that, that's illegal. It's not. It is legal. If I were to cut those logs and sell them, then that would be illegal. If you're going to cut wood on your property and use it for your own house, it's fine. It's legal. You can do that. I just feel like I feel sad, even though I want the wood. And I know I would have to just go buy it anyways. I want the wood, and I just feel like I want the tree to be respected. And I can try and explain myself to them, but they're not gonna understand. I don't know, I just see like it's spent so long living and existing in that spot, and now it's down. I know it's not an animal or anything, but it's still a living creature on our planet, and that's why I need to be strong and assertive when I'm saying no, cut me another board, or do that properly, or cut it, you know, we can get another board out of that, you know, like the pieces of the branches and the pieces that are getting left on the ground are too much for me, and that's disrespect. And I know I'm gonna have to ask him to come back and say, look and listen, let's go back down to the first tree, the second tree, and like, we can still get a lot of wood out of that. And I feel like, because every time you cut a different dimension, you have to change the machine, and you torque it and unscrew the thing, measure your distance that you want, fix the bar so it, you know, the spacer, and then you turn the little bolts. And I get the feeling like he doesn't want to do that. Like, he just wants to slap it out as soon as possible. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not at all. I don't know him, but I've talked with him for the last 3 days now, and I think he's a good person. He's a man. And I'm a woman, a little woman in their country, and I'm gonna have to tell him what to do. And I know that's the whole point. I'm paying him. I don't know, for some reason, I'm just finding it really difficult. I'm gonna pull up my fucking socks and dry off my eyes and make it look like I haven't been crying. And then I'm gonna go over and be a nice boss. We're gonna get some good work done today. So this is the last tree that we cut. This is like super perfectly rounded. It's gonna make some good stuff, but it's got damage from these ants, and those buggers really bite. So I'm not gonna be putting my fingers in there, but we're gonna have to separate this section, cut it here, and then we can get some short boards out of there. Or I'll come up with something, dimensions. I have a lot of calculations to do, and then we'll cut it from here, and then I've got all that. That's from the damaged part to the split right there is 10 feet. So after the split here, you know, that's a good 6-inch wide. I'm definitely gonna want him to use that as much as possible. See what we can do. So I think I'm gonna use this 10-foot section to make upright panel or upright beams for a cabin or for a little house, or what we call a casita, a little house. And then I got the rest of it, you know. I still got other stuff that we can use. I'll have the carpenter come here and build it here, and that's something that gets done here. so that way you don't lose your wood. Stuff like that goes on, you know. Get them to come. You don't send them money and you go pick it up and send them a picture and of what you want and then think you're gonna go pick up this great thing, you know. Get the guy to come work on your own property. That's something I learned. That sawdust is soft and comfy, isn't it? It's been a long 3 days, super hot. It's been super hot. So, yeah.